Welcome, I'm the Deadwood Jedi. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we are talking about the clan quests. Is this the worst patch ever? Yeah. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Any patch that divides the community and tears apart clans, yeah, that's a problem. And so what happened here? What actually went wrong? I mean, I went to bed last night and I woke up and all of a sudden, like, Discord and Reddit, everything blew up. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Oh, clan quests came in. Now, I did have a chance to look at them on the test server, and I did give my feedback ahead of time. Maybe not fast enough for them to make the changes they needed to, but all of these issues that we're running into right now are super easy to predict, super easy to see coming, and just bonehead stupid, quite frankly. I mean, honestly, there's really nothing that gets me more upset than seeing the community being torn apart by the game. Right? It's one thing to have people being dumb and just arguing over whatever thing. Is Ninja better than Kale? Like, that's fun. I don't care, right? You guys rage over what you want to. But when something like a new system is brought into the game that by the nature of its mechanics tears apart the fabrics of our community, that's problematic and really does piss me off. Because that's not right. Like, this game should be promoting cooperation and community, and it's doing the exact opposite with this. Now, we got a taste of that with CVC, the clan versus clan, the whale versus whale system. We got a taste of that there, but I think pretty successfully most of us have been able to navigate that, right? We've established parameters for what each clan's supposed to do. We've kind of established where we fit as a clan. What is our priority? And I think people are understanding of where that is. Some people really like it. Some people really don't. That's fair. But this clan quest thing, so badly implemented, so badly started, and these problems were easy to predict ahead of time. I mean, I shared my thoughts with Plarium before this went live, and I didn't expect any changes, and that's kind of the reality of it, right? I tell them what I think, and, you know, they're going to do what they think is right. That's totally fine. That's a prerogative. But it doesn't change the fact that this is such a major issue for us. And so let's get into why this is such a problem and what we can do about it and what they should do about it, which I think is just as important. So let's look at the clan system really quickly, and then we'll talk about why this is such a problem with everybody. Okay, as we go in the clan system here. So here's the thing. Each clan has a level. You can see my clan's already at level 4. We get XP, and you can see the XP meter right here. And with the level of XP, the level of clan, you get different benefits. Now, if you're under level 5, which everybody right now is, you only have 30 clan quests, right? As you level up all the way to 20, at 20 you max out and get 90 quests. So the more you level, the more quests you get. And that makes things a lot easier as you get higher, because the more quests that are available, the less problem there is trying to make sure everybody gets the quests they want to take. Now, one of the interesting things here is with the clan quests themselves, the elite quests are locked out until you reach level 5. So you remember how it said 30 quests available? Well, really, in practice, it's only 20. And that's a big issue, because that means if you have a full clan, like a lot of us do, not everybody's even getting the opportunity to take a quest right now. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's not such a big deal right now in a little bit, and why everybody freaking out is a little bit overblown, but that's still clearly an issue. We should at least have a quest available per person. It's only compounded by the fact that each of us can take up to 3 quests. And so without any way to regulate that, quests don't have to be approved by leaders. They don't have to be assigned by leaders. It's kind of a free-for-all right now, unless you can establish rules for your clan, which is something I did, and I'll share that with you guys in a moment. Now, each quest gives you rewards, right? So the elite ones give you 300 gold, expert ones give you 150, and basic ones give you 50. I don't really have any issue with how much gold it is or any of that. My issue is the fact that that gold is only assigned to the person that completes it. You can see right here, I completed this quest right here for the clan. I have 50 gold. I have 50 gold. Why don't my allies have that 50 gold too? Why haven't we shared everything that we've accumulated to this point? That seems problematic to me, right? It seems very, very silly that something that is supposed to be designed for us to work together and have a common goal, we're not sharing in the rewards equally either. It doesn't make sense that this part should be competitive. And here's why it gets competitive. There's only 20 quests available right now, right? So if I have to choose between 20 quests, that means the first person awake, once the reset happens, gets first pick of the litter. because I can take up to 3 quests, that means I could take 3 of the top quests, get 450 gold, and then leave the other 17 for the other 29 clan mates to pick from. That's definitely a problem. Even if I try to be, magnanimous and generous, that really only allows me to take, if I take the small one, I got 50. How is that fair, with these guys being able to take an expert quest and get 3 times that amount? It's very problematic, right? I understand in theory you're having different levels based, and different level clanmates can get different amounts and all of that. That's fine and dandy and great, except that's not reality here. Most clans have people in that, have members in it about the same level. So you're going to have fights over that same level of quest, right? Either you have a clan that can do the expert and they're all fighting for it, or you have a clan that can do the basics and they're all fighting for that because the expert's too hard. No matter how you parse it, it's problematic. Here's the part that I want to hit home on. People are freaking out right now because somebody in their clan took 3 quests. They didn't get any this week, and they're like, I'm missing out on this thing. There's nothing here worth getting, guys. There's nothing worth getting right now. Right now, there is nothing worth getting. You are not missing out at all. And yes, I understand the gold's not going anywhere, so being able to accumulate it now for when the rewards do come would be nice, absolutely. But it's not worth fighting over. It's not worth freaking out over. Okay, it's not the end of the world because you don't need lesser spirit potions. You don't need XP brews. Even the rank 3 chicken, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. You don't need. That's not game changing in any way. So I say, relax right now, calm right now, because when you hit level 13, that's where it's going to get really interesting. That's where we're going to want to actually get these rewards because all of a sudden there's an epic skill tome and it's available for a very reasonable price. Now I can break down what it takes to get this. Needless to say, it is very attainable. As an end game player, 100%, you can probably get one every single week. For a mid game player, probably every 2 weeks if you can get the right quests. And this is where the issues come in with the clan quests is there's not enough available for everybody. It's just problematic. If they had started with 90 available for everyone, or if we could have a way to get multiple, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Go ahead and let's talk about what they should do to make it better. Because that's really what it comes down to. This is such a bad system. What are the things we should have done to make this better? I mean, the first thing, the easy one, right? Just give us more quests. There's no reason. If you have it planned to have 90 of them, why not give us 90 to start? Why feed us this small bit piece by piece? That makes 0 sense. The other thing, maybe instead of giving us a weekly limit of 3, at least, give us a one of each level would be something. So I don't have to, as the leader of the clan, assign them or like approve them or have to manage any of that stuff. But easily the best thing they could have done is just make the gold shared, right? If they had shared the gold amongst the clan, then there wouldn't be this. I wouldn't have a problem if somebody else took the quest. I'm getting that gold too. And I don't think they'd have a problem doing the quest because they get that gold too. It helps everybody. And hey, if someone's not carrying their weight, you know what? As a clan, we can establish those rules. We can say, hey, you've got to do so much here, right? If that's a problem. But I don't anticipate that being a problem because I think we'll all be excited to get the gold. We'll all be excited to move towards a common goal and work together to do that. By making this individual rewards, it goes 100% against the grain of that. It pits us against each other. Limiting quests and giving us personal rewards makes us fight. And that is bad for the game. And that's what's so frustrating about this. Unfortunately, those aren't the only issues, right? The difficulty of these quests is so disparate. Some of these are super, super hard, right? And some of them are pretty darn easy. Upgrading 3 epic or rare champions to rank 5 versus what? Use 10 rank 3 or higher speed glyphs. Those are pretty tough for basic quests, right? As opposed to, what is this? Rank upgrade 5 uncommon champions to rank 3. These are not simple things to be done every week. But that is a lot easier, I think, than place 5 simultaneous debuffs on the boss in the spider's den. I mean, I'm assuming this isn't place 5 at the same time, but just have 5 on there. I mean, some of these, the difference between these is kind of ridiculous. You go to the expert, it gets even crazier, right? I mean, some of these quests are just insane. There's some of them where it's like you need so many, use rare champions from this clan, from this faction to complete ice golems 20 times or something. The level of difficulty is not really balanced. And the problem with that is that we need to get this XP in order to level up our clan, just to make it more palatable, so we have more quests so that people aren't fighting with each other. What I will do, though, I will have on the website, I'm going to put it on there, I'm going to have a list of all the points you get from the clan achievements. I have like a little infographic, basically, I'll put on there. It might be a little hard to read, but I'm going to try and make that available to you guys. I'll put it under the infographics that are already on the website. So if you're looking for that information, you can probably find it there. Because you do get XP from all these achievements. It's not enough to get to level 5, but it will take you pretty close to it if you finish them all. The one thing I should add is, like, don't freak out. Don't get too upset right now. This is just the beginning. They need to respond to this. They definitely do. And you guys should keep complaining. Let them know. If you are unhappy with this, let them know. I mean, if you guys like this, let them know too. But definitely let them know that there are problems with this system that you're seeing. Because I see a bunch of them. I've already let them know that. I'll probably let them know again. And hopefully they will respond to it and make some changes. Because right now, as it stands, it's only going to cause problems for people. I mean, there's other issues too, right? Like if you take a quest and leave a clan, you basically, that quest becomes unfinishable by anybody. It leaves open the possibility of clan hopping and trying to get as many rewards as possible by going from clan to clan to clan and taking as many quests as possible. There are a lot of issues with this, and I think until they seriously address them, this is going to be a problem for this area of the game, which is unfortunate because we've had a lot of good things lately, I think, as far as updates go. And I think we have some good updates coming too, I hope anyway. Hopefully better than this. It'd be hard to be worse. I know this is super frustrating for you guys. It is for me, and everybody that I know is not happy with this system. And I think it's just real bad game design on their part. But hopefully they can make some adjustments and do it quickly. What I will do is I'm going to share with you guys what my clan is doing. And so far, I think it's working pretty good. It's not a perfect solution, but it's at least a solid temporary one. Basically, what we instituted was a 24-hour limit on what you can take. And I think you could easily expand it to a 48 or 72-hour, whatever works for your clan. Basically, we say, look, you can only take one quest for the first 24 hours. And to be fair, we already had a couple people screw up on that. Mistakes happen, right? But the idea is, look, you take one quest in the first 24 hours, and then after that 24 hours expires, if all the quests haven't been taken, go ahead, knock yourself out. That way you ensure that, yeah, maybe there's not enough people in your clan that want to take them all. This way they will all get taken. But if everybody wants to take one, it at least makes it as fair as possible to let everybody have a shot at them. Now, there's other things you're going to have to deal with, right? Maybe there's time zones issues. Like, we have a very international clan, so the Europeans get up way sooner than the Americans do. We might have to do a rolling thing where we go, look, you guys that got an expert quest last week, you can't get one this week. And you guys that got a basic or didn't get a quest last week, you get first shot at it. So maybe we have 2 periods, like a 24-hour. Hey, those of you that got left out, you get the first 24 hours to pick one. You guys that took the basic, you get the next 24 hours to pick one. You guys that took the expert, you get whatever's left over after that point. Maybe that's a solution. And these are ways we can do that communication, even in-game. You can even set up these rules, I think, pretty simply in the in-game chat. And this is another major thing that needs to get fixed. There's no way to DM people. You can't have private messages. You can't do much more than a big leader message. And you can't even, like, scroll up and save messages over time. So communicating this over the in-game system is going to be a headache, I think, to say the least. But this is a good reason to get your clan on Discord, find something, or Slack, or, some way to have some kind of communication outside of the game system. But all this stuff I've passed along, and, we'll see if anything comes of it. But clearly there's major issues with this, and I don't envy anybody trying to navigate it, because this can be very frustrating, and it can be very problematic trying to make it work for you and your group. The only advice I can really give is try to have clear communication. Try to establish some clear rules and guidelines on how to participate. And then as long as people aren't being dicks about it, it shouldn't be that hard to navigate. Not that hard. It will never be perfect. There will always be mistakes, so you got to be understanding of that as well. But I think if we can, as a group, acknowledge that, have understandings that it shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially here in the beginning, because the rewards are trash. The rewards are not worth fighting over just yet. Give it some time, they'll get better. But right now, let's not fight over these things that we don't need to fight over. And I think if we keep that mantra, if we keep that, perspective of things, we'll be in much better shape. So what I would love to hear from you guys, how are your clans navigating this? Is this something that you guys have decided, we're going to do a spreadsheet. It's going to be a free-for-all, Wild West style, or we're going to institute our own, customizable rules. I would love to hear it because this is the first week. So, my clan has made some adjustments, but you know what? With the CVC, we made adjustments at the beginning, which I shared with you guys. And then we had to, slowly adjust that over time as well to accommodate everybody. So I'm sure that's going to be the same thing here. Maybe as we go along and we get more quests available, we change those rules from 1 quest in the first 24 hours to 2 quests in the 24 hours, or quests of varying difficulty, like you get 1 expert and 1 something else. I don't know. We're not there yet, but we're going to find this out over time. And I think as long as everybody in the clan is patient and understanding, knowing, hey, this isn't going to be perfect, but let's kind of figure it out and try to find some rules that work for everybody, it should work out pretty well over time. So hopefully you guys are able to navigate that. I'm really hoping you guys are. I want the best for all your clans. And hopefully Plarium and Raid come up with a better way to do this, because this is a very cool idea. And it's just horribly, horribly implemented. That's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you guys are feeling better about it. Please let me know down below, how are you guys managing this? I am actually really curious to hear how you guys are dealing with this. But till next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.